Okay, now how we are supposed to write ionic equation. This is the part that we are discussing. We are already given the balanced equation FeCl2 aqueous plus chlorine gas. It gives us FeCl3, which is again aqueous. Okay, as you know that we are only going to split the aqueous parts into ions when we are writing ionic equation. Solid, liquid or gas is not going to get splitted up. Now how we are going to split this to FeCl2? Okay, now first of all, what is the valency? The oxidation state of Fe in FeCl2. Okay, this oxidation state over here is going to be Fe2 plus. Chlorine oxidation state is -1. So if I exchange these valencies or oxidation states, this 1 will come here, this 2 will come over here. The formula is going to be FeCl2. So over here, the oxidation state of Fe in FeCl2 is Fe2 plus. So Fe2 plus is there. Plus chlorine valency is -1. Cl minus or Cl -1 is there. Now this 2 is multiplied with everything. So this is 2 Fe2 plus. So this is going to get multiplied. Now here Cl2, it means 2 chloride ions will be formed, and that also will get multiplied by 2. So this is going to become 4 Cl minus. I'm supposed to write over here chlorine gas. This chlorine gas is not going to get splitted. So this will be plus Cl2. This is what you missed out, Shana. Now I'm supposed to split this aqueous part. Now in FeCl3, the oxidation state or valency of Fe is Fe3 plus. So this will be Fe3 plus. Cl3, chloride again valency is Cl -1. This 3 is there, it will get multiplied with 2. So this is going to be 6 chloride ions. Same way here, 2 Fe are there. This is going to be 2 Fe. Now how to balance these charges? What are the charges that I'm going to look into for multiplications? This 2 will get multiplied with +2. So here the overall charge at this point is +4. This charge over here is 4 minus. For Cl2 the charge is 0. Here it is going to be 2 multiplied by 3 plus, so that is going to be +6. 6 multiplied by -1, so that is -6. +6 minus 6, overall charge is going to be 0. Here +4, -4 and 0. Overall charge on the left hand side is also 0. This is how we are going to balance the charges. Now we are going to look into these spectator ions or common ions which we can cancel out. Okay, 2 Fe2 plus is there, here 2 Fe3 plus is there. These both are different kind of ions. So over here, these are not going to be the spectator ions. Here we have 4 chloride and here we have 6 chloride. If we are going to write it, this 4 Cl minus, I can write this as 4x. This 6 Cl minus, I can write it as 6x. This 6x, I can write it as 4x plus 2x. Then I can cut this. So this 6 Cl minus, I can write that as 4 Cl minus plus 2 Cl minus. Is this 4 Cl minus and 4 Cl minus, I can strike it off from both the sides. So the spectator ions over here are chloride ions, that is Cl minus. What is going to remain of all of these is going to be the ionic equation. What is remaining over here? This is remaining. Chlorine is remaining. And Fe3 plus is remaining and 2Cl minus is remaining. So the overall ionic equation over here is going to be 2Fe2 plus this is Cl2. This gives me Fe3 plus, that's 2Fe3 plus and 2Cl minus. You can also check for the balancing of charges in this equation. What is the overall charge on the left hand side? This is 2 into 2 plus. That's going to be 4 plus. Cl2. Here there is no charge because it's a gas, it's an atom. This is 2 3s are 2 into 3 plus. That is 6 positive. And of course this is 2Cl minus, so it is going to be 2 minus. So 6 plus and 2 minus, again this is going to become 4 plus. See that whatever the equations you are writing, the overall charge always has to be balanced on both the sides. If you have any questions, you can ask me. This is your final answer for writing the ionic equation, and spectator ions over here are Cl minus. Basically what I've done over here is I've split it up whatever the aqueous parts are there by considering proper balancing portions, and then I have cancelled out the spectator ions, and whatever is remaining, that is the ionic equation. If you have any questions, you can ask me.